why is it so hard to do the little things that would improve my life?
Some of you are so ignorant. You've been through so much hell. You gonna quit now?
Well, if you don't know where you are, how are you going to plot a course to where you need to be?
Giving yourself permission to try things, and it might not work, and that's okay.
Lay hold of it. You lay hold of it. And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me. You will not defeat me. You will not destroy me. Some of you are so ignorant. You've been through so much hell. You gonna quit now? You should have quit 10 years ago when you got raped. You should have quit 10 years ago when he walked out on you. You should have been quit. You don't quit now. It's the 10th round. You got 2 more to go. And when you get to success, it's not about skill. When you get to a certain level of success, it's about stamina. It's about stamina. It's about you won't break me. You can't take me. I fought too long. I fought too hard. You ever had something in your hand before? You're not hearing what I'm telling you? Y'all thinking it's about talent. It's not. It's about taking the gift you got and laying hold of it. Have you ever laid hold of something? And this is your life. You should be in control of it. Let me tell you something. The relationships you have with others are going to be great when you can control your life. Because when you put stuff on people that ain't supposed to be on people, you kill the relationship. So all these relationships that you mad at is your fault. You put on them more than they should have. And they love you enough to take stuff they shouldn't be taking. And now you got to take back what's yours. Oh, please hear what I'm saying. You stop being inspired and you need to start inspired. I don't know who you are, but you know you fiend out. You watched enough videos. No more video ain't gonna do nothing for you. Action is gonna do something for you now.
If you could be who you wanted to be, this is a question you can ask yourself. If you could be who you wanted to be, or let's say if you could be who you wanted and needed to be, or maybe you could even extend that, if you could be who you wanted and needed to be in a manner that would be best for you and best for other people, what would that look like? And then you could force yourself to draw a conclusion that you've already drawn, or you could open yourself up and see what you dreamed. There are parts of you that are still trapped in the past that are crying to be released. Or there are impediments that you encountered in the past that are still blocking your way. Or there are pits that you fell into because of the error of your ways or because of bad luck that you're still afraid you might run into again. And the reason those memories come up is because the instincts that drive your negative emotions are trying to warn you of danger. And it's the case that if you allow yourself to dream of those memories again, to let them unfold inside you, and if you write about them carefully, that you can find your way once again, and that those memories will recede. Well, if you don't know where you are, how are you going to plot a course to where you need to be? Because one thing you need to know to get where you want to go is where you are now. Otherwise, you're lost.
We all bought into this lie that you've got to feel ready in order to change.
Yeah.
We bought into this complete falsehood that at some point you're going to have the courage. At some point you're going to have the confidence, and it's total bullshit. It's complete garbage. And so there are so many people in the world, and you have these incredible ideas, and what you think is missing is motivation. And that's not true, because the way that our minds are wired and the fact about human beings is that we are not designed to do things that are uncomfortable or scary or difficult. Our brains are designed to protect us from those things because our brains are trying to keep us alive. And in order to change, in order to build a business, in order to be the best parent, the best spouse, to do all those things that you know you want to do with your life, with your work, with your dreams, you're going to have to do things that are difficult, uncertain, or scary, which sets up this problem for all of us. You're never going to feel like it. You only feel motivated to do the things that are easy, right? Why is it so hard to do the little things that would improve my life? Our minds are designed to stop you at all costs from doing anything that might hurt you. And the way that this all happens is it all starts with something super subtle that none of us ever catch. And that is with this habit that all of us have that nobody's talking about. We all have a habit of hesitating. Courage is nothing more than the ability to do things that are uncertain. The only thing that's truly stopping you are the limiting patterns that you think, the self-doubt, the fear, the habits that you have. And you can break them. You can break them 5 seconds at a time.
Clarity comes from engagement, not thought. What does that mean in this context? It means that every single person listening right now, let's say they have a job and they're like, I am done with this job, but I don't know what else I should be doing. There's something in them that has an interest. It could be an interest in art. It could be an interest in baking. It could be an interest in music. Find a way to go take action in that direction, no matter what it is. It could be interning for someone, working for them for free, picking up a book, taking a class. Finding some way to get involved in that area will give you not only insight, but it'll start to open up creative channels. You'll start to meet people. You'll start to say, oh, this is great as a hobby, but I would never want to do this as a career. I think that all of the insight, clarity comes from engagement, not thought. You're not going to figure it out sitting on your couch. You're not going to figure it out necessarily scrolling on Instagram or your phone. You're going to figure it out by getting into some kind of action and giving yourself permission to experiment, giving yourself permission to try things, and it might not work, and that's okay. But you're going to learn something. You're going to discover something. You're going to have a conversation. You'll stumble upon your own article where your own body lights up like a Christmas tree, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, this is the thing. But it's not going to come if you sit at your desk every day, know that your work isn't right, but you don't do anything active to actually go find out what is. Not having the time is probably one of the biggest excuses that we can all use from time to time. And it really is an excuse because all of us know when it's important enough, we make the time. If not, we make an excuse. We know this. If you're spending any amount of time on Instagram or TikTok on social, if you listen to podcasts, if you do anything outside of your actual job and just feeding yourself and doing what you need to do to stay alive, you have time. If you want this, it's kind of like we go back to everything is figure outable. If having love in your life, friendships in your life, adventure in your life, downtime in your life is important to you, you can absolutely figure it out.